The Sprite Major 6 is going to take you around the van, show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these to you in person here on site. In the front locker, you've got your 2 gas bottle tie downs, and we've got a gas bottle on there at the moment to make sure everything is doing as it should. So on top of the bottle, you've got gas open and gas closed. Gas open is gas on and gas closed is gas off. The pipe work that goes into the front of the bottle is a reverse thread fitment. We do have the pipe work available here on site should you need it. So like I said, that pipe going into there is a reverse thread fitment. And like I said, open is gas on and closed is gas off. So coming down the side of the caravan, you've got your heating and hot water flue. Very simply there to allow the heating system to breathe, a bit like the flue you have on the side of your house. You've then got your wind down legs on either side at the front to stabilise the caravan while it's on site. You wouldn't lift the caravan with these, they are only there to stabilise the van, not lift. You've then got your water pump connection, blue trigger down and pull it away from the van, and blue trigger down and push into the side of the van to allow the water system to work. You put the pickup pipe into the aqua roll itself. As you see here, we've got a battery connected to the caravan at the moment just to demonstrate everything, also because the guys in the workshop are going through the van at the moment. And then you've got your mains power lead coming in from the power on site. In the back there you'll also see the red power switch for the motor mover itself. Motor mover and wheel nuts, we'll demonstrate the motor mover while you're here on site, and we'll also torque the wheel nuts so you can see they've been tightened correctly. Grey waste pipes coming out the side of the van, so you've got your fresh water that goes in the front, and then you'll have your grey waste coming out the side of the van, which comes through the sinks and the shower. Toilet flush tank, you open this up and you put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use to flush the toilet system. And in the bottom you've got your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling up the orange handle. The orange neck here turns out 90 degrees to tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for your pink and your blue fluid. And on the back of the cassette you've got an orange pressure relief button, so when you're tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. On the back of the van on either side, you've got your 2 wind down legs to stabilise the van, and like I said, they are only there for stabilising, not lifting the van. 2 fridge vents on the side of the van here, simply there to allow the fridge system to breathe. Don't ever cover them up completely because it is just there to allow the hot air to come out the back of the fridge and to take some cool air in. Then you've got your last wind down leg and your barbecue gas point at the front. Onto the inside of the caravan, above the door as you walk in you've got your main power switch to turn the power on off to the caravan. You've got your awning light for the outside of the caravan. You've got your front lights, your dimming lights for above the front cabinets, which you can adjust when it says dim level here by pressing the arrow on the centre on the right hand side. And you've got your internal roof lights and your water pump run. I'm going to come back to the water pump in a second. First thing you need to do is fill the water system up, so you can open all the taps up on the hot side of the water system. As you can see, I've already done that here. You're going to come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan. And underneath here, you will find a yellow drain down valve. That yellow valve needs to be flat with the floor, as it is at the moment, to fill the water system up, and upright and pointing towards the bottom of the seat to drain the water system down. Once you've got that yellow valve flat with the floor, and all the taps are open, you can come back to the water pump switch, turn the water pump on, and once you have water running out of every tap continuously on board the caravan, you can shut all of the taps back off, but like I said, they need to be open all on the hot side to fill the system up. Every time you turn the tap off, the pump will continue to run for a few seconds to allow the system to fill back up. Once the water system is full, you can actually come to the control panel on the left hand side above the door. So that's the Truma control panel. Press the central button in, and the first icon you're going to see flashing is your room temperature. We're going to hit the button again, and then you can spin the dial here round to the room temperature you'd like it to be, whether it be 10 degrees or 30 degrees. We'll then hit the central button, and it will allow the heating system to warm up to 30 degrees of room temperature. You'll notice it flashes at the top here to indicate it is warming up. Spin the dial to the right when these icons are flashing, and you'll be able to control your water temperature. So you've got hot water off, eco, hot, or boost. If you're showering on board the caravan, you will obviously need to have it on boost. Eco or hot will allow it to warm up to a preset temperature, and it will stay at that temperature while it's turned on to that setting. Again, to select that setting, you'll press the middle button, and you go back to the home screen with the icon flashing. Spin the dial to the right and you'll go to your power supply option, so you press the central button again, and you'll have either electric 2, which is 2000 watts of power controlling the heating and hot water, electric 1, 1000 watts of power controlling the heating and hot water. Mix 2 is get a combination of gas and 2000 watts of electric at the same time. Mix 1 is 1000 watts of electric and a combination of gas at the same time. And then gas on its own is solely gas powered heating or hot water. So you press the central button and allow it to ignite on gas. We're going to put it back on mix 2. If it fails to ignite, it will actually come up on the screen letting you know it has failed to ignite on the gas heating. Spin the dial to the right hand side and you'll go to your fan system. Again, you'll press the central button. Then you've got eco, high or boost, depending on what you're trying to do with the fan system. So boost is a bit like when it's on full setting in your car. High is the next setting down, and then eco. Just press the central button and it will control the fan speed for the heating and hot water. At the bottom of the screen here, you have your timer for your heating and hot water, time on the control panel, and the spanner symbol on the end, which is more for the engineers. For these, we do advise you read the manuals that come with the caravan. So that is your heating and hot water. Next thing we're going to go to is the fridge itself. So to control the fridge, you've got a power button here. You'll turn the fridge on. Turn the fridge off, sorry. So you press and hold the power button and the fridge will turn off. Turn the fridge on, you'll press and hold the power button again, and the fridge will come back on. At the moment, as you can see, it's ignited on gas. If it fails to ignite on gas, you'll have a red light underneath this exclamation mark on the left hand side, and the blue light here will also be flashing. If you're controlling the temperature on mains or gas, you can use the thermometer button here at the bottom. The higher you go, the colder the fridge will be. Arrows on the right hand side, you've got mains power, auto, which selects the first power source it sees, and then you've got 12 volt mode on the end here. Now at the moment it's flashing at me, letting me know it hasn't connected to 12 volts. The reason being is we have no car connected at the front of the caravan, and essentially it just allows the fridge to work as a cool box. So if you want it to work as that, you'll turn the fridge on, connect to the car, you'll have the main control panel turned off above the door. Then when you connect to the car, the blue light should be solid underneath the battery symbol. Just going to put it back on the 12 volt mode. As you can see that, so it's back on 12 volt mode, and 240 volt mode, sorry. And as you can see, it is working as it should. Microwave, hob, grill and oven, or work very much like your household appliances. Gas, hob, grill and oven, as you'd expect it to be. You need to have the gas bottle on in the front locker. The microwave is 240 volt and works again the same as your household one, also very similar to your household one. You will need to be connected to mains power on the site you're going to for this to operate. Talking of mains power, I'm just going to show you where the trip switches are for the caravan. Underneath the front seat on the right hand side, you'll actually see underneath this panel here your 240 trip switches. You can hit the test switch here. If that drops down, then you have mains power coming into the caravan. If when you hit that it doesn't drop down, then it means there is no mains power coming into the van. On the left hand side here you have your 12 volt fuses for the 12 volt systems on board the caravan. You then have your charger main power switch and your heating and hot water main power switch. If either of those aren't on, then it will not allow the heating or hot water to work, or the charger, depending on what you're trying to operate. Coming through into the bathroom now on the caravan. Toilet system, very easy to use. Electric flush on the toilet itself. Toilet full indicator light that will illuminate red when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself actually turns for your convenience, as you can see here. Now when you are removing the toilet waste cassette from underneath the caravan, you do need to make sure it's back in the central position. If it isn't, it will actually stop you from removing the toilet waste cassette from underneath the van itself. Down below the toilet, you have your grey waste handle. So the grey waste handle will allow the waste to go into the toilet cassette itself. And if it's closed, the toilet waste won't go down in there, but you will be able to remove that toilet cassette from the outside of the van. The reason being is if it's in the closed position, it unlocks it, and if it's open, it locks the cassette in place. So that is the Sprite Major 6. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'll be more than happy to help. We appreciate the business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon when you collect your caravan. Thank you again. Bye-bye.